Once again, you're watching PJ Collection Clothing online class. In this video, I'll be showing us how to make a senator top with a side shoulder invisible zip. We're making a senator top. At the shoulder, it will be an invisible zip. Now, these are the various measurements we'll be working with. We're working with the chest 40, shoulder 25, neck 15. These are the various measurements, and the neck will be a round neck. I'll do a long sleeve but no cuff. Alright, this is the fabric we'll be working with. In this video, I'll not be showing us the cutting. The same pattern of cutting, same pattern, same method of cutting. So I just go straight to the most important thing is how for us to fix this zip. Now, there are some senator top with the zip that you first of all pipe the neck. Take note, you first of all pipe the neck. I've already shown us a video of how to join for a piping of neck. You first of all pipe the neck before you fix your zip, but in this case we're doing for a round neck, we're not piping it. So now these are the fabric we'll be working with. This is the front panel. Let's start with the front panel. Now this is the wrong side. I've marked the wrong side. This is the wrong side. You always indicate the wrong side, so I'm taking this to the good side, taking this to the good side. Now this is the front yoke. This is the front yoke. Sorry, this is the front yoke. Now I don't want this yoke to be showing at the front side, the good side. I want this yoke to be showing at the wrong side, like kind of invisible. So the first thing, remember, this is a good side. So you now place this as shown. Remember, while cutting, I explained that we removed a 1/4 inch, so you'll be sewing just a 1/4 inch round. You're sewing a 1/4 inch round. So let's do that now. Okay, so as you can see, I've done the sewing round. So remember, I always say you either put a notch or you trim it very close. Take note, you trim it very close to the point, or use a notch, whichever one that suits you perfectly well. Okay, so I'm turning this to the wrong side. Take note, I'm turning this to the wrong side. Remember, I don't want that to be showing. So I'll be turning this to the wrong side and I'll press it down. Okay. You press it down. Okay, so I've gotten this. Now I don't want to sew, so what I'll do is I'll just fix in my hemi gum. I'll fix in my hemi gum. I don't want to sew. Just fix in your hemi gum and you're okay. Alright, so we're now through with this part. So we'll now pick up the back panel, move over to the back panel and do the same thing. Okay, so now this is the back part. In this time around, this is the wrong side. Now, in this case, I want this yoke to be showing at the good side. Unlike the front, the yoke will be showing at the wrong side. But in this case, I want the yoke to be showing. Not the normal way you put in your yoke. So you place this as well. Then you now sew a 1/4 inch round the neck. Let's do that now. Okay, so I've done the sewing round. Like I said, it's either you put a notch. These are notch. Like this is notch. Like making. But I love trimming, so I prefer the trimming. So now in this case you'll not turn it. Unlike the front, we turned it to the other part, but in this case you won't turn it, you leave it this way. Now you now pick up your front panel. Take note to pick up your front panel. This is your front panel. Trying to press it very well so the gum will. Okay, this is your front panel. Okay, this is your front panel. Now remember that the invisible zip is at your left part, so that it will be very easy for you to loose and close. Take note, it's at the left side of your work. Take note, the left side of your top. Take note. So now the next thing, since it's at the left side, we'll be joining just one part alone. Take note, one part alone. So the next thing you do, you pick up this. Take note, you pick up this, you open. This is a, take note, this is a back panel, and this is the yoke and the back panel together. So you open this, take note, watch carefully, you open this and you sew this, as you can see, take note. Sorry for the mix-up. Now take note, you turn this is the good side of your front panel. This is the good side of your front panel, take note. Now then this, remember we just sewed this and we did the trimming, so you keep it this way. Remember we said that the zip is at your left part, take note, is at your left part. So having said that, you open this, take note, you open this time we're opening our left part from the back. You open this and you now pick up this, open this, you try to join the normal way you join them. I already showed us before. You open this and you join there, make sure that it's lapping this line here. You open this and you join and you close. Then you now sew, make sure that the three are equal, make sure that the three are equal. Then you now sew ½ inch from this point, take note, ½ inch down. So let's do that now. Okay, so at this stage I've done the sewing. So now this edge, you need to trim off this edge so that by the time you turn it, it will be well relaxed. As you can see, I'm trimming off this edge, so by the time I turn this, it will be well, this point here will be well relaxed. The excess is too well, you know, as you can see. So you now turn the yoke. You see the normal way of joining. Now turn the yoke. Remember the back yoke. You turn this as shown. Turn this. So you now sew. Remember this is your back yoke. So you now sew this to the end. So let's do that now. Okay, so at this stage I've joined the yoke. So now it's now time for us to fix our invisible zip. So we need to adjust it properly well. So let's adjust this properly well. Come in. So we are trying to adjust our top properly well. Now this is the opening part. Take a look, as you can see, this is the opening part where we'll fix our zip. Remember we sewed ½ inch at this other part, half inch. So let's quickly do this. You fold this ½ inch. Take note, you're folding this ½ inch in, then you iron it down. That is, if you want to. Now I'll explain why. Now also fold this ½ inch down and you join together. As you can see, you iron this down ½ inch. Now this is the spot where we'll fix our invisible zip. Now this is the spot where we'll fix our invisible zip. Remember it was ½ inch we iron inside. Now you now pick up your invisible zip. Now this is our invisible zip that we'll be using. Now look at it very well. This part. Now this is the invisible zip we'll be using. Now take a look. This part will be at the top, while this part will be at the down. Take note, if you take a look, you'll see difference. The smooth part will be at the top here, while this other part, this is how it will look like, to be like in form of this way. That is why it is called invisible zip, as you can see. So now to sew, to begin, we start with one part. You open this, you open it to the end. You open it. Now, if you take a look at this other edge, this is it. Let me close it back so you see something. Okay. Now, if you take a look at the edge, this point, you notice that what is enabling this thing not to proceed anymore is this stuff here. As you can see, this stuff here. Okay, so now, first, remember we said this part, the smooth part, will be at the up. So I'm opening this, point 1. So now, this part goes to this down part, while this part goes to this other part. Take note, watch carefully. Now, I want these two edges. If you look at my folding, you'll notice that these two edges are equal. These 2 points are equal. So for us to fix this and make sure that both edges are still equal, we'll use this stuff here I showed us, these 2 stuff here. This is what to use to measure, to make sure. So what you do is this. Okay, we need to be very careful because it's a bit technical. So I'll place this. Remember, watch carefully. Watch carefully. I'm using this to measure. So you make sure, so you open this. This is a 1/2 inch. That's okay. Now this is the front panel. Take note, this is the front panel. Remember, this was a 1/2 inch. So I opened the 1/2 inch. Watch carefully. I opened the 1/2 inch. Now, placing this. Remember, this is the smooth side, and this is the rough side. You're placing this, making sure that that small metal, look at, we're using this to measure for accuracy. This small metal is exactly at this point. Take note, shouldn't exceed that point. Take note. So you now place this as shown. If you have your invisible zip, perfect. But if you don't have, it's still okay. So you get your pressing iron, you press this down, making sure you press this zip pad down. So you now place this. Remember, the smooth side at the down this time around, and the rough side at the top. Place this exactly on top of remember, this is a 1/2 inch. Take note, this is a 1/2 inch. So you place this down, making sure that that small metal is using to measure for accuracy exactly on top of the 1/2 inch. So you now sew. You go to your sewing machine first. For accuracy, so you can just sew one. Step 1, you just sew at this spot first. Sew at this spot first. Then when you're through, take note, step 1, I said you sew at this top to hold the zip down. Then when you're through, you now come close on top of this main zip itself. If you have invisible zip, perfect. Or if you don't have, you iron this down open. You now sew this. Remember, the first one was at the corner. This time you're sewing close to the zip. Close, sewing this down. When you're through sewing, it will not be in this way. It will not be this way. So let's do that now. Okay, so I've done the sewing. So by the time you turn this to the front, you turn this, as you can see, it will be this way. I've done the sewing. It was this, so I'm folding the 1/2 inch that I ironed initially. So you turn this, so you have this as shown. Making sure that this metal, this is what you use. In every zip there is this thing here. This is what I use to make sure that my sewing shouldn't exceed this point. Okay, so that is for the front panel. I'm going over to the back panel. Now you also need to watch. Now this is the back panel. Still remember that there is a 1/2 inch. Let me iron it out. So remember, we ironed 1/2 inch, so that is a 1/2 inch. As you can see, that is a 1/2 inch. So now you make sure, look, make sure that this thing, take note, this is the front and it will be this way. So while fixing the second one, you make sure that it's same thing. So I'm folding this to the back. Now turning this, remember, on top of it again, making sure that this metal, take note, this is what we're using to measure for accuracy, so that that edge shouldn't pass each other. So you fold this, take note, you're folding this, watch carefully. On top, remember, we're putting this on top of the 1/2 inch. Take note, on top of the 1/2 inch. Okay, making sure that this metal is at this edge. So we'll now go and sew again. Take note, you now first, you sew at the corner here, you sew at the corner down, you sew at the corner of it, you sew at this corner here down. Then we're through sewing, you now sew at the tip here, just at the tip here, beside this invisible zip itself. Sew at this tip down. So let's do that now. Okay, so we've sewn both edges, so I want to close it now. We've sewn both sides, so you close this as shown. Now, as you can see, now if you take a look, you notice that there is still an allowance there. As you can see, there is still space there. That is to tell us that now I'm supposed to do it neat, but I just want to show us. That is to say that this point, my sewing, if you take a look, my sewing, if this is a sewing thread there, that is to say that my sewing was supposed to climb on top of this. Take note. So if you notice that there is still an allowance, you open the zip itself, you open this part. Look at where my thread is. Look at the space where my thread is. Look at this, where my thread is. My thread was supposed to be here. This was this point where my thread was supposed to be. So by the time you sew at this point, very close to this point, like I said, iron this down. Use the pressing iron to iron this down. If you iron it, it will be open. Then you now sew exactly at this point. By the time you do that and you should close it, you have an accurate work. Now, when you're through with that, this is the edges. Now you fold this. I'll be doing this now. I'll be doing this sewing first, this sewing that I just told you. When you're through, you fold this inside. Take note, you fold this inside and you tack it here. Take note, then it will be this way. Then pick up the second edge as well, the second one. Take note, you fold this inside, and you tack it at this back here. Remember, you're doing this on top of the 1/2 inch. When you're through, you now fold it in this way. So you now close. So this is how I'll be doing this. Now first, I said I want this to be very close. I'll first of all sew this part inside very close. Then when I'm through, I'll fold this, take it in, then this other one. So let's do that now. Okay, so at this stage, let's close it back and watch carefully. I've done what you said. So as you can see, it is properly closed. As you can see, though you can still notice some little edge. The point is, I'm just trying to show us how to fix an invisible shoulder zip. So this is how we go about fixing an invisible shoulder zip. So when you're through, you trim off your sleeve, you trim both sides, you make sure that the front part is deeper than the back part. And the next thing you do, you're now fixing your sleeve, you do your normal joining and the rest. In this particular senator top, this is the sleeve I'll be fixing to this. Remember, I've already shown us how to cut for a long sleeve. Remember, in this sleeve there will be no placket, there will be no cuff. So you get your normal length, you just fold the edge. This is the edge that you just fold, and you sew this part, you iron it down. Remember, you get your round sleeve as well. Then you now join this to your top. So this is how to go about fixing a shoulder invisible zip. Take note, shoulder invisible zip. Alright, so as you can see, both edges are equal. I've done the folding down to the back. Like I said, take this to the back. Alright, so this is how to fix an invisible shoulder zip.